Okay, I'm sorry. My inner 14-year-old is screaming right now. My inner 14-year-old is so gassed at this new suit because, oh my god, that is the John Romita Sr. Spider-Man brought to life. That is perfect.
Holy shit!
That's what I mean. Like, 14-year-old me loved reading the early era of Spider-Man, like the 60s run by Stan Lee, and then that transition from Steve Ditko to John Romita Sr. The way John Romita draws Spider-Man, that's literally what this costume looks like. This is so cool. Look, it's no secret, I said this many times, but I am superheroed out. Like, genuinely, there are way too many of them. And also, too, they come out and I go, yeah, they're fine, but they're not memorable to me. Even when we get really good ones that are actually about something, like Thunderbolts, it's good, but right now I have no desire to go and watch Thunderbolts. The new revamped version of the Fantastic Four came out and yeah, it was fine. James Gunn launched his new DCU with Superman, and I thought it was one of the most mediocre, average superhero films I've ever seen.
Where's the dog?
But then again, I don't want to really dive into that path because that's a whole different story. Check out my review for Superman up there. But circling this all back to Spider-Man, as the years have gone by, my appreciation for Tom Holland's Spider-Man has decreased. Don't get me wrong, I think he's good in the role, but there are so many choices that the MCU made with Spider-Man throughout the Home trilogy. So stupid. I really don't like how every single one of them had to have the word home in them. Like, that's something about the upcoming Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man Brand New Day, is that one, it's a comic book title name, and two, they dropped the home thing because yeah, not all the titles needed to have home in them. But whatever, quirk of that trilogy, whatever. But throughout the Home trilogy, they made a lot of mistakes in my opinion. Homecoming, I think, is pretty good. On paper, it has some of my favourite Spider-Man scenes on film. Spider-Man lifting up the rubble.
Come on, Spider-Man!
Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I think there's a lot of good in Homecoming. I think Homecoming is actually quite underrated. Spider-Man Far From Home, I think, is the worst Spider-Man film. Like, it's not a bad film. Technically, as a viewing experience, it functions as a film, but overall, I don't like it as a film. Like, there is so much in the film that is so antithetical for the character of Spider-Man. Like, that movie really does just, like, double down on trying to make him, like, Iron Boy Jr., Iron Man Jr., whatever the hell that, like, stupid thing fans on the internet used to call him. There are things in it that I like, namely Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, but yeah. Far From Home, in my opinion, is just not the best Spider-Man film. Like, yes, people will bring up The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm an Amazing Spider-Man 2 apologist, defender. There are so many scenes in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 that are like 10 out of 10 Spider-Man scenes on film. And I'm not gonna deny that there are some weird scenes in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and there are so many things in that film that I would like alter or change if I was making that film.
Say hello to Alexei Sixevich!
I'm Dr. Kafka.
But for the film that we have, I love The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, Gwen's death scene, come on! Like, when the highs in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 are there, they are high. And then, yeah, we get to Spider-Man No Way Home, and Spider-Man No Way Home, like, look, yes, there are so many things in it that you can make fun of. You can point and say, go, that doesn't look good, that looks weird. COVID production. Why did they write this scene like that and such? I know, there are things in Spider-Man No Way Home that don't work either as a film or just on paper, like from a story perspective or from a writing perspective, trying to line it up with the previous Spider-Man films. Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home has issues, I'm not denying that, but as an experience, it is so special, and I don't care. I still really like No Way Home. Some sections of the internet turn against it, not me. I really like No Way Home. Plus, too, the ending of that film sets up a status quo that I'm very excited for going into Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man Brand New Day. But before we get into the rest of the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media. It's all linked down in the description. I'm also an actor and filmmaker myself, so check out my latest short film, The Shining Optimism of E.F. Manar. And yeah, jumping into the news surrounding Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know why, I just keep wanting to say Spider-Man No Way Home. No idea why. To be fair though, it has been a while since we've gotten a Spider-Man film. Like, No Way Home came out in what, like 2022? Like, at this point, I don't really care about the continuity of the MCU. In my opinion, that series should have ended after Endgame, because you look at phases 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. what are we doing here? End this thing already. We're really trying to, like, keep it relevant and in the cultural zeitgeist. No one cares. Or at least people don't care as much as they used to. Like, I'm kind of just looking at this film as a Spider-Man fan now. And the thing is too is that in my head, I know gone are the days where we get Spider-Man films that are treated like singular solo Spider-Man stories. We're not gonna get a Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 any day soon. We're not gonna get an Amazing Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man 2 any day soon. Spider-Man is really now just a part of the MCU and he's like fully tied to it now. As seen with the news coming out for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Because it has been reported that Jon Bernthal's Punisher is going to be in this film and Mark Ruffalo's The Hulk is going to be in this film. And look, that is pretty cool. Spider-Man and the Punisher are going to team up to fight the Hulk, apparently. And apparently Punisher's going to get some like special upgrades or something. I swear, if he gets an Iron Man suit, I'm done. But apparently they're going to treat the Punisher a bit like the 90s animated Spider-Man cartoon, to where in that cartoon Punisher had like a full-on battle van and he had like a full-on like armory and arsenal and stuff. And I swear, if they give this Punisher the bandana, this movie wins. This movie's cool. I mean, this movie is already looking pretty good in my eyes because of that new Spider-Man suit, because I swear that costume is incredible. Like, easily that is the best live action Spider-Man suit on screen. And don't get me wrong, I love most of the Spider-Man costumes. The Raimi suit is fantastic. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit is god tier. I love it. Seeing that in No Way Home, it looked amazing. I like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit despite its kind of like radical take on that costume. The Stark suit seen in Spider-Man Homecoming, I really like that costume. My only issue with the Stark suit is that when it shows up on screen, John Watts for some reason just plastered that suit in CGI and just, it looks horrible. But the actual costume itself looks good. I will say that I'm not a fan of the Far From Home / No Way Home suit. Like, just, it's whatever to me. I know people love it for some reason. Like, I don't really get it. But going to the Spider-Man Brand New Day costume, oh my god, that thing looks so good. Like, it looks like the classic suit from Spider-Man PS4. Like, my only critique with the costume is the back spider. Like, it's just the front spider on the back, and it's red. Kind of wish they kept the chubby back spider because, like, that's classic Spider-Man. Not to mention, too, it holds it back from being, like, the perfect representation of the John Romita Sr. costume. But, I mean, like, I don't care. That costume looks amazing. And right now, at the time of this recording, they are currently filming Spider-Man Brand New Day in Glasgow. Bit weird that they're kind of, like, making Glasgow double for New York. Bit strange, but, you know, movie magic. But one of the things that I think is so cool, and hats off to director Destin Daniel Cretton, is that they are getting Tom Holland or a stunt guy in the costume and he is literally swinging on wires. They're literally like doing all this cool wire work that John Watts said looked goofy. Like, listen, I'm not going to badmouth John Watts because I think John Watts is a good filmmaker. He has a lot of cool ideas that he implements into the visual storytelling. Like, one of my favorite details in Homecoming is that when we're introduced to Peter Parker, he's on the train and he walks to school, and over that scene is the instrumental to the song Underdog, literally emphasizing that Peter Parker is an underdog. That's really good filmmaking. But like when it comes to the action set pieces and stuff, you can tell Watts just has no idea what he's doing. And like, yes, throughout the trilogy he got better because the apartment fight with Spider-Man and the Green Goblin is pretty good. But when it came to like the big action set pieces, just that ain't it. It's just not good. But Spider-Man Brand New Day has director Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. He is helming this film. And one thing I will say about Shang-Chi is that the action sequences are really cool. Like, we are in for some really cool action set pieces for Spider-Man in Brand New Day. Like, kind of just talking about Brand New Day, I'm kind of excited because we're going to a status quo to where Peter Parker is not known by people of New York as Spider-Man. He's got his secret identity back. Ned and MJ don't know who he is. He doesn't have any friends. An official synopsis has come out saying that he's in college balancing a part-time job, balancing friendships. Like, all this just sounds really cool. But let's quickly address the elephant in the room, which is essentially, we don't really know what this film is about, because before this film was rumored to be a multiverse film and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were going to show up again. This film takes place before the events of Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man himself won't be in Doomsday, so this is kind of like a prequel to the next Avengers saga. Sadie Sink is a part of the cast and she's rumored to either be the real Mary Jane Watson, Starfire, or Jean Grey. And this bit's kind of wild. She's apparently also rumored to be Mayday Parker, who apparently will link into the multiverse because she's going to be the daughter of Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. I don't know about that. This just sounds a bit convoluted. But again, too, I'm not jumping to conclusions because there's no point in doing that. Let's just wait for the film and see how it all pans out. But yeah, I think when it comes to Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm looking forward to it. Like, just sitting down and talking to the camera about it now, I'm getting kind of excited for it. Maybe it's just the costume or something, but I don't know. There's something that seeing those set photos has, like, unlocked in me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is kind of interesting. Because, again, I've said this many times. I'm superheroed out. Like, genuinely, I'm bored of the genre. I want them to do something different, to do something, just, you know, something that makes them stand out again. But not to mention, too, I think the MCU is just played out at this point. Like, they told their big epic story. Like, you can't keep going. There's a reason why things have endings, because if they don't end, they become stale, monotonous, boring. I mean, look at the comic book industry. But yeah, to wrap this up, I would say that I am anticipating Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know why I keep wanting to say No Way Home, but I'm anticipating Brand New Day. I don't know, maybe I've just got Google eyes for that new costume, but like, it looks cool. And I hope in this film too, they treat Tom Holland's Peter Parker like a man. Because in the comics, Brand New Day 2 is actually a bit of like a adult Peter Parker story. He's young, he's single, he's going out. He gets hit on by this woman. The whole story kind of like revolves around Mr. Negative. Not to mention too, we have the Punisher in this film. And according to reports, he's still going to be as violent as he always is. I won't lie though, this movie has to do one thing. He has to have a scene where he's talking to Peter Parker and he's like, let me tell you something, man.
Let me tell you something. Hell with this shit.
If we don't get a let me tell you something, man, I don't want it.
Let me ask you something.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Brand New Day. Whether or not it lives up to my anticipation, who knows? As the months go by and we get reports of new things and we see footage and such, my mind might change. I might be like, ugh. But from the stuff I'm seeing, Spider-Man Brand New Day looks pretty cool. But those are my thoughts on what we know about Spider-Man Brand New Day so far. What do you guys think about it, especially the new costume? Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it all down in the comment section down below. And until we meet again, I'll see you guys next time.